Hello and welcome to the Empowered Body group. And I just wanted to jump in and talk to you today about what supplements actually work and answer the question for you about how to understand what supplements you should be using versus what you shouldn't be using. So before I dive into that, I just wanted to let you know still that next week, I'm doing my Empowered Body Kickstart workshop. So there's going to be a 90-minute workshop plus 2 coaching calls because it's all about implementation, not information. And that's going to help you get your energy back, understand where you should start with your nutrition and what you should be doing, what you should really concentrate your energy on, because I know that energy is finite, right? And if that energy is going everywhere, then you're going to get stuck. And this is why people get stuck, which is why they struggle to lose weight, get the energy back, etc. So like I said, 1.5 hour workshop plus 2 individual coaching calls with me. I have 2 slots left now. So I said I will take on 6 ladies to help them get started. Um, so if that's you, it's going to be for the amazingly low value price of £150. So it's going to be cheap for what it is. And it's because I'm trialing it, which is why it's so low. So yeah, if that's something you're interested, jump into my inbox or yeah, come say hello. So, supplements, let's talk about it. So, I want to tell a story because I think stories work best with these kind of things. And when in working with the ladies that I work with, a lot of them are really busy. They're trying to run a career, they're trying to build a business, they got kids and family, and I guess we was looking for a shortcut, right? So I had a client, we'll call her T, who came to work with me. This would have been last year. She worked with me, yeah, so 2022, and she was asking about all of these supplements. So on our onboarding call, she was like, "Greg, what supplement should I be taking?" Because she'd heard about all of these supplements that she should be using, and she couldn't understand what she should be used, which ones work, which ones don't work, because she'd bought so many of them. And if you've ever bought tons and tons of supplements, you will understand this and you will resonate with this. Okay, you buy all of the supplements they tell you to buy in all these programs, etc., and it never works. It never gives you the result that you think you should have from it. So what supplement should you work? Well, this is what we did with Tina. um, we decided to actually look at what was going on for her first, because here's the thing, ladies. We love to dive into supplements because we believe that the supplements are going to give us some extra advantage. It's going to give us something different that we already haven't got. So what we did was said first, right, we're going to do a observation period, okay? And here's what I mean. If supplements are meant to be in addition to what you already do, okay? So I'll say again, supplements are in addition to what you already do, okay? So here's the thing. If you're looking for a particular health outcome, but you aren't doing the corresponding work underneath that, then the supplements are like putting um, fried eggs on a wedding cake. Okay, you just wouldn't do it. Okay, and there's lots of great supplements, and at the end, I'll tell you which ones are fairly well researched that you can go and start using. So what we did with T was like, right, one of the big things she was struggling with was sleep, and she tried a few sleeping things and they weren't working. I said, right, okay, cool. Why don't we look at your routine around sleep first before we then look at supplementation? Oh, actually, that makes sense. And it opens your eyes to really look and go, oh, I notice now what the issue is. The issue is that often we're looking for this magic thing to fix whatever's going on. And that's not the thing that's actually causing the problem. Supplements are meant to aid you, ladies. Okay, so they're meant to aid that little bit further. In this case, what was going on was that the supplements she was taking, they weren't effective because it was actually something lower down the pathway that was causing problems for her. Okay. So in this case, sleep was a big challenge for her. So we stripped it right back. We went, right, how are you eating? What's your wind down routine? And without any supplements, we managed to get her to sleep 6 to 7 hours, no problem. Okay. Now we've just saved her tons of money on supplements that aren't gonna work. That still leave you feeling tired. Okay. Same example for some of the other things I see. Green tea extract, right? Here's a big thing that supplement companies never tell you. See, when all these studies come out and they go, oh, a new supplement helps you do this and helps you do that. What they don't tell you is what's the therapeutic dose. The therapeutic dose is actually the amount you need of that particular ingredient for it to have an effect. Okay. So let's just say, in order for you to get the effect of faster fat burning, you need to have two 15-gram amounts of sugar. But in most of these supplements, they've only got 5 grams. They've only got tiny amounts. So you never actually get the result you want because the dosage isn't enough to kick kick the thing into gear, kick the mechanism that it's supposed to affect into gear. So you've got basically a lot of substandard supplements out there. So actually you're wasting your time um with most of these supplements. Now there's a particular website that I use, which I pay for, which I'll happily share at the end of this if you want it. So just if you want it, comment and just let me know if you want the website that I use to look at the studies in detail. It's really good to look at the studies in detail when I want to look at supplementation. Okay, so let's talk about a few areas of supplements that most people would normally want a supplement for. So sleep is a big one. Okay, there's all sorts of things that can work, but obviously you need to get your sleep routine down first. Maybe start to manage blood sugar. Something I'm going to cover on the Empowered Body Kickstart. But things that might work really well, magnesium can work really well. However, you need to have the right type of magnesium. So this is the problem. People just go out, buy a supplement, and they don't even know if it's the right form. Because different types of magnesium will work differently on the body. Okay, and if you take the wrong magnesium, then guess what? You're going to end up pooing yourself probably. So that's the thing, you need to actually really understand what you're taking. Okay. Now, for general health, um, if you have dark skin, maybe vitamin D is probably a good one. But what people don't tell you is that vitamin D is actually a fat soluble and it's actually virtually a hormone. So you need fats to go with it to help absorb it, and vitamin K2 because they work together. Again, that's not told. So people go out, buy vitamin D, and like, oh yeah, it's great, it's great, it's great. And actually, you're not getting the bit that you're supposed to get. Um, Another one is pre and probiotics. Most of them won't work properly if you don't get your digestive system sorted first. Okay. I rarely recommend anyone for probiotics or prebiotics. However, what you can do is get things like gherkins, fermented foods, sauerkraut, which are cheaper than the supplement. Okay. Include those in your food so you can mash them up, take them as part of your shake or your juice in the morning, etc. Those are going to work much, much better than something in a tablet form. Okay. The other one that's probably a really great supplement is creatine. So creatine is partly used by the body as part of the energy pathway. I won't go into it today because that would be a long old thing, but primarily what creatine is and does is it helps, and especially shown to work really well in women. It's probably one of the most researched um what's it called, one of the most researched things known to man on the planet. What it is it helps with the energy pathways to help you, and it will increase your strength, output in workouts, and some endurance things have been noted as well. So creatine's great. Pre-workout, like so to get you ready before you pre-workout, caffeine works pretty well. Have a cup of coffee. And there's something called citrulline malate that works pretty well as well. So again, if you're looking for a pre-workout to get you buzzing for the gym, citrazine is probably going to be the one for you. So as I said at the beginning of the live, I was going to share some um some thoughts about, the best supplements, but most occasions, most of those supplements you do not need. You do not need. Um, and I really want you to just think about what makes you, and this is what happened to this lady T, what makes you think that a supplement's going to save you without building the foundations first. If we don't build the foundations first, you're going to spend a lot of time spinning your wheels, wondering why it's not working, and then you're going to get frustrated that these things don't work. Okay, so that's the key to it all. Understand where you're at. Like, let's be honest. If you were told to supplement, if you were told to take a medication, you would normally take a medication under the advice of a doctor. The doctor will take certain measurements of your body, what's going on in the body, so that the body knows, the doctor knows how to dose you, etc. And it's exactly the same with supplements. There's no point taking a supplement if you're not deficient or you don't have the right levels of it. So the issue is we need to measure it first. If we don't measure it, then how do we know that we need it? And this is my big thing with supplements. And I really want you um just think through that for a minute. Like the minute, the big ones that are coming up are collagen, and keto enzyme, keto, or ketone, should I say, replicas, right? Those are the big two that come in. Um, and here's the thing, right? It's really funny. People often come to me when they've taken these ketones and they're like, why am I not losing weight? And I'm like, well, you know that the ketones have energy, right? So they have calories. Yeah, okay. But you've just been told to fast on something that gives you energy. That doesn't make sense. I'll let you just think about that one for a minute. You've been told to fast on something that has calories in it. How does that work? So therefore, a lot of these people taking these keto products, Prove It, etc., are actually not losing weight because the ketones in the bottle that they give you have energy. It's a fat source. So of course you're not going to lose weight. Okay. And this is the real big issue. Like, okay, whey protein, do you need to supplement with it? Well, first of all, I'd look at your diet and I want you to eat your protein first. Okay. Lean protein sausage, sources rather than just trying to chuck a shake down, because there are potentially lots of other things in shakes that you might not necessarily need. You need a really good quality shake, and they're hard to find. If you want one, again, comment below, let me know. But um, I would argue that eat your protein first. You're going to feel more satisfied, more satiated, and enjoy your food more. Okay. Yes, have a protein shake if you need to top up. If you're out and about in a rush, go have at it. If you're making cookies, then yeah, by all means do that. But I'd say again, look at what you're doing first and then add the protein on top. Your protein should be like the icing on the cake, not the fried egg on a wedding cake. It just doesn't work. Okay. So that's why I just wanted to talk about supplements a little bit, because there's a lot of supplements going around. Collagen is another one. Everyone's jumping on the bandwagon of collagen. Um, and again, I'd say, first of all, you want to look at the dosage and you want to look at the type. Okay, so there are different types of collagen and how they're made, because remember, it's a lab-based thing. So the question you ask yourself is it being made by a reputable lab? Does it actually give you the dosage that you need? Those are the big things you got to know. If you don't know those, then you're probably getting a bit of a crappy supplement and it's probably not really doing anything for you. And here's the thing. This is the real key. Most people have what we call there's an effect, and it's just gone out of my mind now. Always the way. Have an effect that makes you feel like, oh, I'm taking it, so therefore it must be working. Okay. So they've done many experiments where they've given people a supplement. I said, here you go, take this supplement. And the person's gone, it's working for me, it's working for me. But actually what's happened is that they actually their belief and their actions about what they're doing supports the goal that they've got. So therefore they're not actually really doing the thing. They're actually the supplement isn't actually doing the work. It's what they believe and their actions that have changed as a result of them thinking they've taken the supplement. Mind blowing, right? How the mind is so powerful. So the mind, ladies, is that you can't separate the mind from the body. You can't separate the body from the mind. So if your mind believes that what you're doing is a good thing, then of course the body's going to start to play along with it, right? It's a powerful thing, very powerful tool. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight a few of those things for you when it comes to supplement. Now, if you want me to give you the details to that website where you can track, you can look at the science behind any of the stuff that you're being given or sold to, let me know and I'll drop it in the comments for you. All right. So I hope this is useful. If you've got questions, comment below. And if you want to be part of the Empowered Body Kickstart, which is going to happen sometime next week. We're just trying to score updates with the 4 ladies that are in. Then it's going to be, as I said, it's going to be 150 for hour-and-a-half workshop. We're going to walk away with a plan, action plan of what you need to do, and then 2 calls where I help you implement what you've learned on the call, on the workshop. So it's a lot of value in there. All right. Anyway, I will talk to you soon. See you on the other side.